So even with the faucet all the way turned off, I still get this little leak. So what that tells me is way back there, I can pull this whole piece out here and there's going to be a long stem on it. And the back is actually where it seals. So I think there's a crack or something in the seal. So let's take this apart right here and we'll take a look. But first, let's go into the basement and shut the water valve off. Down here is my shut-off valve, so I'm just going to turn that over. Out there's the faucet. So essentially back here is where it seals, and that's in the conditioned space down here, so it's on the warm side. It's not exposed to the weather outside all winter since I live in Wisconsin, so it freezes. So the seal is way back here, and I think that's where the crack is. So we're going to loosen this up right here, but we don't want to apply any torque to the whole fixture because that would start rotating it on the inside of the house, and that's not good. So to hold this in place, just take a channel lock like this. You can hold it right there, and then I've got a vice grips actually, because this, I already loosened it, but this was tough to get loosened. We'll put that right here. And now, hold on to there, and we can loosen that up. And after you get a little bit loose, you should be able to turn it with your fingers. Alright, so this whole stem comes out. And back here is where it actually seals. So if we take a look at that, so you can see that the seal is pretty gnarly and there's a little chunk out of there. So that's most likely the reason that it's leaking. So what we gotta do is unscrew this end and then just replace that. Alright, so actually this popped out. There's a spring, so don't lose that. But then I'll just lightly hold on to this end with the channel locks and unscrew this. Like that. Take this piece off, and I'm hoping the rest of this comes off. There, just had to push so there, that came off. So we gotta find a replacement for this. I picked up this assortment pack at Home Depot, so hopefully one of these is gonna fit. So you'll see this washer has a little bit of a lip on it back here, and then you got this, I think it's copper, little metal piece right here. You want to find one that fits in there. So we got that. Then we put this little, I don't know what this is made out of, but that little flap thing right here. It's an excellent DIY video, right? But now we can feed the screw back through here. Screw is on, the screw head is on the washer side, that the new washer that we just put on there. And then we can put it back onto this little stem here and tighten it down. Now we'll take this, put that whole assembly back in there. Alright, and now let's go install this again. So we'll feed this back through here, and you can see on this end there's actually some threads that thread way inside there. So that part will thread in first, and then this part will thread in after that. And sometimes to get that to thread in there, you actually have to open this valve up. I just open it up all the way, And now you're able to thread this all the way in there. All right, and then I'm going to tighten this down. That. Shut the hose valve, and let's go turn the water back on and see if we got a leak. Back on. So far there doesn't seem to be a leak, but let's open this up first. Shut it off. Now you will get a little bit of water after you shut it off, because remember, it seals like a foot inside the house, so from that foot out to the outside, that water drains out. So we'll just let that drip for a little bit, which, like I explained, that's kind of normal. I'm gonna say that's a fix. Still get a couple drips, but like I said, you got that foot of space that it's slowly draining that water out, because this is actually tipped slightly inside. It's not perfectly level. Like you can see back here, this little flange right here, that's actually at an angle, so that that last foot of water drains out of the line, and that's what helps prevent it from freezing. So I think that's a fix. Take this guy off, and in full disclosure, I've never done this before. This was the first time I've done that, and if I can do it, you guys can certainly do this as well. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully if you had that same problem where you had a little leak in your hose faucet, maybe that was the solution that fixes it for you. A quick 10-minute job and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go back to enjoying this beautiful day that we have here. Thanks for watching.